Good evening, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I want to show you this really nice, and this is actually a really rare colour. 2012 Honda, oh god, the truck is so noisy. Anyway, 2012 Honda Civic 1.4 ES, but that's a real rare colour, so it is. If you look at Honda Civics, 2012, maybe a real rare 2013, and after that, for some reason, they actually discontinued that colour, and I don't know why, because it's actually a lovely colour. We are Fitzpatrick's Garage in Kildare town. We're about 30-35 minutes out of Dublin. There is Maxall here, there is Honda Rooney here behind me, there is Hyundai, and then further up the road there's also Mercedes, and then there's garages Nace, Carlow, Tullamore. And the reason I'm saying that to you is, if you're spending a load of money on a car like this, you want a good after-sale service, and because the garage is a family-run business in operation for almost 70 years, you know there's going to be an after-sale service. Anyway, let's have a look. So actually, we know this car really well. So well, I had to say really 3 times. This car, it's either the first or second Honda we ever registered. So back in 2012, we became Honda dealers, and the showroom was set up and all that kind of stuff. But we registered 4 cars on the fleet to demonstrate the new cars to people, and this one was either the first or the second. We did diesel and a petrol Honda Civic. They were the first 2 we registered, so this was one of them. So that car then, we originally had the car ourselves. The first owner then bought it off us, and he traded it back in 2013. He bought the car off us, and he traded it back in 2014, and just, you know, moved up into another Civic. And then the next owner bought it just after that, and he's now traded back in and moved into a 2016 Honda Civic. So I guess the people that have bought the car, they've obviously liked them because they've stayed in the same brand and same type of car. This car is, as we were saying, really nice colour. I love that colour, and it's something I've noticed. Actually, I've only parked the car at the front there today, but people have looked at it, and even people working here have kind of said that's a nice colour. You don't see them too often, which you don't. No idea why they discontinued it, because it's lovely. At the front, that is a ES model, so you get nice things like daytime running lights, front fog lights. After that then, that is a 1.4 VTEC engine with just about 100 horsepower, 6 forward gears, road tax 270 for the year, realistic fuel consumption somewhere in the region of about 6 or so litres per 100 kilometres, which is about 45-ish or so miles per gallon. So good, reliable, powerful engine, but it's easy to run as well, and it's a petrol car, which these days I'm finding is starting to suit a lot of people, because they're kind of starting to realise they don't actually need a diesel car overall. So in terms of condition, the previous owners have done a nice job looking after the car. It is a 2012, so you would definitely expect a couple of marks, but to be fair, starting out, I don't really see much. Looking at the bonnet, it's in nice condition throughout, a couple of little stone chips, but you would expect that. Down the wing and onto the door and onto the rear door, the quarter panel. Looking at the front left wheel, looking at the rear left wheel, and then around onto the rear bumper, up onto the boot lid, and then down the right hand side of the car. If you are looking at the rear right hand side wheel, quarter panel, 2 doors, down onto the wing, I would classify that as quite nice condition all the way out. I'm going to have a look at the car on the inside in a minute, but while we're at it, so basically with those cars, they will have an automatic light function. So from the key, you can have the lights basically stay on when you get out of the car, so you can light up the driveway as you walk up to the door of the house. And then also they'll have the full opening function from the key. So if you see the windows have gone down, or similarly if I lock the car, the windows are going to fly back up, and the wing mirrors, if you notice, have also retracted. And then as I walk around to the car, they will open back out automatically. The car, as we were saying, is road tax 270 for the year, test until September 19. Now that is going to be, what month are we? We're in around May, June, that kind of thing. I can test that car 2 months early, so if it hasn't sold by July, I'll actually put a brand new test in it. If not, we'll have the car ready for NCT going out. So that is something that we can agree with someone, and if they're local, they can get it back to us and we can test the car. So it will be, I suppose what we're saying, there will be a long test on the car either way, just depending on when it sells, that's all. We'll be putting a warranty on the car and roadside assist as well, and then it has to go to our workshop, so we'll check things like tyres and brakes, and then do the normal servicing you'd expect, like things like engine oil and air filters and all that kind of stuff as well. So grand. Around to the back of the car, second lock here. So boot is in nice condition. Actually, it's really nice condition. The 2 sides around the back onto this side, very well kept actually. And then same down through here. You can put a spare wheel in there if you want. Previous owners have chosen not to. So if you don't do that, then you can have a really deep boot that drops down like so. But again, you can bring it up if you want. Grab handles either side for closing that down. And then after that, we can move around to the back doors, which are really good because, oops, they open at a right angle, so it's easy to get in and out of the back of the car, or if you've got a child seat to kind of manoeuvre in around it. You got Isofix here, you got Isofix over there, you have a armrest in the centre, you have magic seats, so if I lift that up, I now have a tall mode if I want to put awkward stuff in the car, or similarly I can drop that down, get the back seat and drop it down flat. So again, you're into the kind of space you'd find in a car style van. So pretty good that way, in fairness. I'm just going to grab these keys here. The floor and carpets are in really nice condition. The seats are in really nice condition. The door cards are in really nice condition. So far I think if anyone comes to look at the car, they will be quite happy. And continuing on into the front, there is 4 electric windows with mirrors from there. There is traction control, and there is on or off for the alarm if you have people in the car. Aluminium pedals down low, just the floor is a bit dirty from my feet. Height adjustable seat. Driver seat is in nice condition. Passenger seat is in nice condition. In through the centre we have auxiliary USB connectors and all that kind of stuff. Armrest is in nice condition. Drinks holders in through there. 6 forward gearbox with a leather gear knob that is in good condition, as is that steering wheel all the way around. So nicely looked after car. There's 2 keys with the car. If we go to start it, in to the slot, and then we start up. So what you can see as you're driving forward is going to be basically down through here. We have a revolution counter in here. Fuel, temperature, speed, 2 blue lights either side telling you if we are driving economically or not. We have an eco function here, which is going to reduce how aggressive the cruise control is or reduce how aggressive the air conditioner is. Headlights are automated, wipers are automated. After that then radio, which links down into what we saw in the armrest already. There is, as we were saying, automatic air conditioning in through here. Over to the left we have an iMid function, so off the steering wheel I can control things in here like radio, and the previous owner has a cool sort of Civic screensaver, so it looks really well. And then if I go for reverse, I get a reverse cam coming up through there as well. After that then there is driver's airbag, passenger airbag, curtain all the way down along the back side of the seat, and then this doors have steel bars for side impact protection, and there's anti-lock brakes and vehicle stability control that we talked about already, so quite safe. Over here then I can use cruise control, so if I'm driving up the road and I find a speed, I can set that speed or limit it, and then similarly if I want to take phone calls I can do it from here, or I can use the radio functions in through here as well. So to be fair, it's actually really well equipped car overall, and condition is quite nice throughout. That steering wheel is rake reach, so it comes in and out or up or down as well. I would go as far as saying that's a really nice car. Well, okay, I would, because that's my job, but I know, honestly, it is actually quite a nice car in quite nice condition. The colour is really nice. The exterior of the car, it is a 2012 car. It cannot be perfect. That is just a fact of life. But I think it's nice condition for what the year of the car is. Definitely worth looking at if you're looking at one of these. The interior of the car has been very well kept. There is, oh yeah, also there's a service history for that car through the garage here. So if we go in here and open that down, okay, where are we gone? So again, we haven't done it yet. Service history through the garage here, so that's happy days. Again, as we were saying, we'll be servicing the car comprehensively before it goes anywhere. So if you are somebody that needs a petrol car, you're living in a city, or you've just realised, you know what, I don't need a diesel car anymore, or you are worried about what may or may not happen. By the way, I don't know anything that's going to happen, so I'm just saying to you, I'm not saying that you should run away from diesels, but if you are worried about that, as some people are, then petrol cars make a lot of sense. A car like this, as you can see, it's really, really well equipped. So there's lots of stuff. So in terms of the outside of the car, it's got some nice features. In terms of the inside of the car, plenty of nice features like cruise, Bluetooth, reverse camera, air conditioning, all that kind of stuff. And then you've seen how versatile they are in the back, so there's lots and lots of space overall. So a lot of people use these as family cars, or some people use them, all sorts of walks of life by Honda Civic. Families use them, single people use them, young people use them, older people use them, like middle-aged people, everyone uses them. And the resale is really, really strong in them as well, so they're always really popular and easy to sell on afterwards. So if you're looking for a car that sounds like it needs those kind of criterias, then this is definitely worth looking at. Or if you're familiar with Honda Civic and you're looking for a 2012, 2013 one, then this is definitely worth considering overall as well. So if this car is of interest, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. Brian is my name. No matter where you are in the country, please do give me a call, because the way the internet works these days is we sell cars all over the country. We can do finance, so I have this car advertised at the moment for €49 a week. That is based on basically €11,950 for the car, €1,195 of a cash deposit, or your trade-in being worth €1,195. You would come in then and take the finance on a 5-year HP at €49 per week. But again, it's going to work differently for absolutely everyone, so that's just an example of how it would work. If you want to know, 086-843-1945. If you have a trade-in, any trade-in you have, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. I'll be quite happy. We can take any car that you have, no problem. And that's pretty much it. As I was saying, then it'll come with warranty and roadside assist. So hopefully this car is of interest. Thank you for taking time to watch. If you come to the garage, just ask for Brian or give me a shout before you travel. 086-843-1945. Thanks for taking time to watch.